CEO reportedly says the future of the company is uncertain, and Fitch says the UAE's T-bonds will be a key enabler of the debt capital market. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm RamiaFarrage. Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal reportedly told employees that the future of the company is uncertain after its board accepted Elon Musk's $44 billion unsolicited deal to take it private. Speaking during a company-wide town hall meeting, Agrawal told employees that Musk would join Twitter staff for a Q&A session at a later date. Musk has been vocal about changes he'd like to see at Twitter, saying he believes it should be a platform for free speech. The UAE's planned rollout of its first dirham-denominated treasury bonds next month is a key enabler for the expansion of the local debt capital market. That's according to Fitch Ratings, who say more development is still required in some areas. These include regulation, financial incentives, adequate infrastructure, deeper liquidity, and an active secondary market to lure more participants. Fitch says challenges include a corporate funding culture that focuses more on bank financing than on bonds or sukuk. Dubai Sovereign Wealth Fund is reportedly considering a potential sale of British software services company Smartstream Technologies Group. Investment Corporation of Dubai is reportedly working with advisors at Deutsche Bank to identify potential investors. ICD is seeking about $1 billion in a potential sale, but no final decisions have been made, and the fund may decide to retain the asset if it fails to find suitable bidders. Smartstream provides software solutions to the financial industry. Dubai-based ride-sharing startup Swivel Holdings will acquire Turkish mass transit provider Voltlines in its fourth takeover deal since August 2021. The deal is expected to be completed in the second quarter of this year. The purchase deal values Voltlines at $40 million, with an additional $25 million in funding allocated for growth in the region. Voltlines, founded in 2018, has a presence in major Turkish cities, including Istanbul and Ankara. A British judge today denied a request by Qatar Airways to force Airbus to keep building A321neo jetliners. The decision means Airbus is free to market the in-demand jets to other airlines, while the two sides pursue a separate dispute over the safety of larger A350 jets. Qatar Airways is refusing to accept jet orders because of issues with their paint. HSBC has reported a sharp fall in profits after taking a $600 million hit from the fallout of the Ukraine war and soaring inflation. The bank's pre-tax profits in Q1 fell to $4.2 billion from $5.8 billion a year earlier. HSBC's core capital ratio, a key measure of its financial strength, fell 1.7 percentage points from the end of 2021 to 14.1%. It has shelved plans for fresh stock buybacks amid rising inflation, geopolitical turmoil, and economic weakness that dented profits. Meanwhile, UBS reported better than expected net profit for the first quarter, rising 17% to $2.1 billion, boosted by an upturn in its investment banking division. The bank's operating income jumped 8% compared to the same period a year earlier to more than $9.3 billion. Switzerland's biggest bank beat analysts' expectations of $1.6 billion in net profit on operating income of $8.8 billion. Indian tycoon Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries is reportedly building a billion-dollar mall in Mumbai with dozens of outlets for powerhouse brands from Louis Vuitton to Gucci. The ritzy mall, Jio World Plaza, is the centerpiece of Reliance's bid to lure wealthy Indians eyeing luxury goods. Though still small for a country of its size, Euromonitor estimates that India's luxury market is set to nearly double in size to nearly $5 billion within 5 years. And that brings us to today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, where Ambani's Indian billionaire counterpart Gautam Adani is our biggest winner today, up $6.2 billion with net wealth of $129.4 billion. Our second biggest winner today is Alphabet's Larry Page, up $2.8 billion with net wealth of $105.2 billion. And our third place winner is Alphabet's Sergey Brin, up $2.6 billion with net wealth of $101.1 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. Warren Buffett will spend one last lunch hour with a winner from an annual charity auction, which for 2 decades has featured a lunch date with the billionaire and has raised tens of millions of dollars for the homeless. The Power of One charity auction was conceived by Buffett's late wife, Susan, who died in 2004. Buffett turns 92 in August. I'm RamiaFarrage. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.